Louisa was terrified by her boss Will on her very first day of work. Will let out a piercing scream at her. This near-humiliating display left Louisa deeply embarrassed and at a loss. Though she wanted to leave, Louisa was constrained by her financial situation and had to accept the job. Her father was unemployed and waiting for work at home. Her mother needed to care for her sick grandfather, and her younger sister had a child out of wedlock but still wanted to attend university. Their entire family depended on her alone. Though life had dealt her an unfair hand, the kind-hearted Louisa never complained. Instead, she did everything in her power to support her family. With no caregiving experience whatsoever, she could only steel herself and apply for the position at the castle, since the employer only required applicants to be enthusiastic, kind, and patient. Her mother specially borrowed a work outfit for Louisa. The employer was Will's mother, and Louisa was successfully hired. What surprised Louisa was how low the job requirements were: 6 days a week with 1 day off, plus generous compensation. However, when Louisa first laid eyes on Will, she understood why. Just a few years ago, Will had been in his prime. Not only was he handsome with a great physique, but he also came from wealth, owning a massive castle. He was extraordinarily capable with assets worth hundreds of millions, always wearing a winner's smile. He excelled at every pleasure life had to offer and had a beautiful girlfriend. At that time, Will was only in his 20s, the perfect man everyone both envied and resented. But a sudden car accident sent Will plummeting from his peak into an abyss. His spine was severely damaged, leaving him paralyzed from the neck down. Only his head and fingers could move. He couldn't even get out of bed by himself. Dreams and ambitions once within reach now seemed impossibly distant. His beloved girlfriend broke up with him. Will could only spend each day in a wheelchair and in a special barrier-free room converted from the stables, experiencing despair day after day. His temper and emotions became extremely unstable. Apart from his parents and doctor, no one else remained by his side. Louisa's work officially began, but she was surprised to discover that all the important details were written in a manual, and most tasks were handled by Nathan, the doctor. She didn't even need to help Will use the bathroom, just occasionally fetch pain medication. Louisa was naturally talkative and tried to find topics of conversation with Will, but his words dripped with disdain. He had long lost interest in everything and responded to Louisa with sarcasm. His first order was for Louisa to keep quiet when she was around him. With no other choice, Louisa could only sit alone by the door, flipping through the thick manual over and over. All of this made Louisa feel utterly superfluous. While eating her prepared sandwich, Louisa faced the castle's enormous courtyard with the vast estate behind her. But all the beauty of this mansion had nothing to do with her. She was just a caregiver who couldn't do anything. In that moment, Louisa seemed to feel Will's despair. Film, Me Before You.